Hi, this is Russ Bleemer from Alternatives to the High Cost of Litigation, newsletter published by the CPR Institute and John Wiley. I'm here with a Note from London columnist, Adam Samuel. Adam is joining us. He's going to give us a couple of pointers from his May column on dealing with what we're doing now, online communications in the ADR world and context. Adam.
Yes, thank you. It's very strange, this remote living, because it's made everybody think that something new is going on. Actually, we've had telecommunications problems for years. It's actually quite difficult to get people to turn up to a hearing and to a meeting, to a mediation. It's much simpler, actually, to put them on two screens. And for years, that's more or less what used to happen. With improved transport links and telecommunications and other things, we have developed the cult of the hearing, be it a mediation meeting or a hearing to resolve factual legal issues. Most of these hearings are frankly a waste of time. We hear witness after witness. Now, I was watching a demonstration of the technology you can use to cross-examine someone on Zoom or one of these other technologies. And this poor witness was supposed to sit there with 5 computers in front of him. Well, I'm sorry, if I did that, I'd lose the plot. And I've been a witness in a courtroom. I wouldn't know what was going on. So all you're likely to discover through a cross-examination like that is how confused the witness could be. That's not going to tell you much about the truth. Mediation, interestingly, could become easier remotely. I always understand the main idea of mediation is to get people to face each other who find it difficult because they're really upset with each other. Well, sharing the same space with someone is very unpleasant if you don't like them. But sharing the same computer space is a bit different. It's certainly less intimidating. And to some extent, the mediator's job is already done. You have the parties facing each other, talking to each other, without having to cope with all the problems that are usually associated with this. One area I mentioned in the article, which I thought might get a boost, was restorative justice, which is the idea that if you've been a victim of crime, you should meet the perpetrator. The perpetrator gets a bit of sentencing credit for this because they show that some contrition and some ability to accept their responsibility. And the victim gets some sense that they belong in the justice system. Now, at the moment, this is done face to face, and it's a very powerful experience, very dangerous if done wrongly. But maybe using remote methods, it becomes easier to have some sort of meeting, less powerful, less effective, but it allows the culprit to accept responsibility and the victim to face the person again that did terrible things to them. And I think that's an interesting idea. But the big point that this move towards remote communication is having on us is to get rid of the rubbish that we put into cases, the numerous witnesses we call who frankly don't add to the story. Many cases could be decided on the documents and perhaps a bit of a discussion between the 2 expert witnesses in front of an arbitrator, and that would be quite enough.
So in the May issue of Alternatives, Adam Samuel, ADR without the handshakes, we've got some tips on dealing with ADR online, and we have some anti-tips about not dealing with ADR online. Again, you can get his May article in altnewsletter.com. Adam, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.